commented immediately. Hey, hi Maureen, how are you doing? Mm. Maureen, how are you? Thank you so much for liking my dear. I appreciate. Welcome. How are you doing? I'm fine. How are you? I'm alright too. I'm not complaining. Just here in Saudi working. I'm just here working. Much. Do you know that in 2023 I was there in Kenya? I was there. I was there, but I was too busy. Hi, but I enjoyed my stay over there. However much it was just a short visit with me and my family, but I really had one of the great, and some, and some memories that I got there. Actually, we used to live that side of Mwamuto, but you in Mombasa. I don't think you've ever had that side of Mwamuto, the side of Westland. So that's where we used to live, me and my family. So we could come all the way from Mwamuto and then we'll come to Westland. But the life in Westland, it was something else that every time we remember, we're like, that life in Westland made us feel like, no, you guys, it's too dangerous. No one warned us that in Westland, it's like being in one of the busiest streets in New York, and we had a lot of fun, and a lot of snatches. They snatched a lot of things to other people. My experience in Kenya was actually good at the same time bad. Do you know that one time I was with my friends there, and oh yes, it's true, have to be careful there. One time, one of my friends invited us to go out for clubbing, and so we met one of the senator's son. So one of these girls was like, that guy used to be my classmate, but he's really terrible. There is something that I don't like about him. At the end of the day, we knew the reason why she said that. Have you ever been on a gunpoint? That was my first time seeing a rich kid moving around with gun. And I remember after 1 week, we were told to go back in Uganda. Since my home is not far, I live near Busia, if you know Busia. So my home is just 1 hour to Busia. So we were told to go back home after the scenario because it was so terrible. Being on a gunpoint by that guy, I cannot forget. We left immediately and we had to go back home. But it was so good. I enjoyed, and another thing that there in Kenya I learned, more especially when you're in Tao, leave alone when you've left Westland, when you've gone into the city. Don't ever ask for someone to direct you somewhere. People ask for money. I remember there's a gentleman we were asking for a museum, and then this gentleman was like, guys, I'm not a Google app, and so my service you have to pay it. It's not for free. He was asking for 200. I looked at the guy, and all of a sudden we just started speaking our language, and the guy was like, "Oh, so nyinyi ni Waganda?" And then we were like, "No, we are not." So, my dear, but I think our next bus stop it will be in Mombasa. I wish there we can have more fun. And I wish one day I can meet you, my dear Maureen Ogik. So that we can speak our Luo so well. But anyway, my beautiful people, thank you so much for coming. This is your girl Nora. How are you, everyone? Welcome to my evening live stream. So I was telling this is my long time friend. She's from Kenya. She's called Maureen Ogik, and she's based in Mombasa. That's in Kenya. If some of you don't know. So I've never met her, but I was once in their country, in the other part of the country. But yeah, I had so much fun. At the same time, yeah, I saw things that I shouldn't be seeing over there, which I wished someone would have warned me. But now I've ever lived there. Now I know who to hang out with and who not to hang out around with. But anyway, don't forget, guys, to subscribe, like, and share to my more than to like and share. Don't forget to subscribe to Nora's channel and like and then subscribe. Thank you so much. I really appreciate. Guys, to be honest, that was my first time seeing a real gun. Like, I've seen real guns with so many bodyguards, but I never thought that when you hang out with rich kids, some of them move around with it. So that was a shocking thing to me. I was like, I need to go back home, because that night was, I learned something that night actually. So what happened is that the guy, one of the girls that invited us to go out, was a friend of the guy. They went to the same school, and then the guy also had to come with his gang, like friends. So when the guy came with his friends, and then the guy have to liked, there's a chick he liked. When he liked this chick, so he told us, guys, I have to take these other guys home. So he took his other friends back home. We don't know exactly whether he took them home, because he did not stay there for so long. The guy came back, started buying drinks and drinks. This girl had her boyfriend, but the boyfriend was drunk, wasted. When the guy was wasted, and the girl, sometimes with girls, we are too much, we cross the limit. And then, so this chick accepted the drinks from this guy. This guy kept on buying the drinks. And then my friend was like, you know what, Nora, I think we should go. And then I was like, no, we should continue drinking. Let's mind our own business, because we were just sitting and then drink and other. When you dance, sometimes you end up doing things you shouldn't be doing in the flow. So we sat. The guy bought for the girl drinks. They were drinking. They drank. Even the boyfriend was there drinking the same drink they were buying for his chick. When the drink reached in the middle of the bottle, the girl was like, I have to go. This guy gave the girl money, and the girl received it. So when the chick had received the money, she thought maybe it's my turn to go. She didn't know that the guy is one of these guys who say that, me, you don't eat my things and then you go, you have to pay for what you've eaten. So the girl was like, let me go. The boyfriend was like, hey, this is my girlfriend, let go of my wife. The guy was drunk, that's what I remember. And then they pushed this guy down. The guy was like, hey, do you know who you're trying to mess around with? And then my friend was like, here we go. That's the problem when he starts that. And then me, I didn't know what my friend was meaning. Me, I was like, let's continue drinking, For us, we were drinking. I didn't know what someone was meaning when that guy is rude. When, someone tells you that, be careful around that guy. Better be careful. A rule made to be broken. Yeah, promise. Promises are meant to be broken. Marriages are meant to be broken. And I'm answering my A and Q when sometimes they ask me questions. So this chick, So the boyfriend was like, hey, the boyfriend was even the one who even annoyed the guy the most. They would have let the girl to go, but the boyfriend, you know how guys they are. The guy was like, this is my babe. Well, the guy was drunk. So the girlfriend was like, babe, allow me, let me talk to him. And the guy was like, are you even out of your mind? You're calling another man in front of me, babe. I was like, yeah, that's the problem. The guy punched the other one, so-called boyfriend was punched on the floor. And then he got the KO. He fainted. And then they were pulling the babe, taking. The guy was like, no. Hey, Tilen Hassan, how are you, my dear? Hey, how are you? So once this guy he had blacked out, his girlfriend was being pulled by this rich kid, was telling the girl, we have to go, you have to pay my money back. Yeah. So while they were pulling the girl was like, no, I don't want to go anywhere. Suddenly, the guy pulled out the pistol, was like, are you coming or you're not coming? After eating my money and you're here, you've been drinking whatever I've been buying for you. Let's go. So other guys who were there, they were like, mwende, mchukue, mpeleke. Everyone was saying his own words. So there's a gentleman who was like, why don't you just go with the guy? Your boyfriend is here. He had fainted. Just go and pay for the drinks that you've taken. Has your spirit ever left your body and then your body remains there seated? That was me. I looked, and then I looked at my friend. My friend was already shivering. And then the guy managed to go with the girl. That was a good thing because people were like, hey, go. Once everyone sees that, everyone is like, hey, my dear madam, spare our life. They took the girl, but ever since then I learned that, guys, when someone gives you free things, don't just accept. And most especially when you've gone with your guy, don't sit there and say, yes, I've accepted. If your man is drunk, take him home. Both of you go home. As a lady, don't sit because your guy is drunk and then you're there giving other men eye contact like, hey, you know that look of ladies or seducing men. Stop it. That look almost made some of us lose our mind that very night. Hello, my dear friend. How are you? Namaste. Namaskar. I hope you're doing well. Hi. Domato. Hi, how are you? Hi, how are you, my dear friend? I'm doing well. How are you? Thank you. Hello, Vikram. How is my Vikram doing? Namaskar, Vikram. How are you doing? How are you, my dear Vikram? So you guys, you see, when you don't have money to buy enough drinks, just carry yourself and go home. Thank you, Vikram. Carry yourself and go home. Don't stay there and start giving other men eye contact, like, you look at them and then you're like, you smile and then you look away. Hey, you'll be in trouble. That look almost put someone into trouble. Hey, so that's what happened. But that day, ever since then, that night, I was like, really, Nora? I had so many questions that I had to ask myself. What was I going to explain? Vikram, you better leave me alone. You better leave me alone. Just be patient. Be patient, my dear Vikram. I've understood what your emojis are. Just those two emojis. Vikram. My dear friend, don't worry. Very soon you will see it, okay? Just be patient. A little, like a little. Just keep on drinking water and chill, okay? Nywa mazi. Vikram, drink water. Drink water. Drink some water. So guys, don't forget to temwerabira okulikinga. Temwerabira okulikinga, temwerabira okusubscribing. And nowadays Uganda aliwa matima ate ono atima wa mami. How are you, my dear? How are you doing? How are you guys? Don't forget to like and subscribe to Norah's channel. Good evening. Have you ever gone out and then the person you took out or the person who took you out get wasted and then you start doing things that you shouldn't be doing? Anyway, good evening, welcome to the Monday, and good morning to those who have just woken up. Welcome to the Monday. Today is Monday and it's the November. You're on the second week. We're on the second week of the month. How many weeks remaining? 2 weeks remaining to end this month so that we can go to Christmas. Yeah, don't forget to invite me to your home. Invite me. I will turn myself into a Christmas card so that we can have fun. Just put me into the card and then I'm there. Hey, good evening, my in-laws, my sisters-in-law, my brothers-in-law, my brothers, my babies, my future husbands. How are you? How are you doing? Kansubire nti mwenna buli omu ali bulungi waali. Ali watimayi ono naye network. Your network. Okay, don't worry, it will work out soon for you. The network will be kawa. If you don't invite me, guys, I'm going to turn myself into the Christmas card. I flew from wherever I am right now. Right now I'm in Saudi Arabia. And then you'll see me at your home, at your table, whispering into your ears, and I'm like, it's me, Norah. It's me on your table. Write something nice about me. Write something nice about me. But all in all, whenever you go out, make sure you carry enough money, and when you feel like your brain can no longer carry so much, make sure that you bounce back home, because that bed belongs to you. You know, the more you stay in the club, the more bad things will happen to you. Because after drinking, some people, they start becoming emotional. Some people, they become talkative. Some people, they become their brain lies to them that start causing problems to others, and then you find yourself you've been beaten up so badly. Let me tell you guys, there's a day another thing also happened. Guys, I see a lot of things that made me realize that, you know, when you go out, control yourself. That's why me, when I go on public with friends to drink, I don't actually usually drink. You will never find me drinking in public. I'm sorry. I always drink soda, juice. Those are the things that I take. I buy my drinks, put them in the car, back home. At home, I can do whatever I want. I can sit on the floor. Your hidden talent, my hidden talent. Only my future husband will know my hidden talent. Why do you want me to tell you my hidden talent? This A and Q also had issues. You tell this A and Q to stop asking me such questions that my hidden talent. Why are they asking about my hidden talent? The lady came, and when this lady came, she had already taken some drinks somewhere else, and then the lady started taking photos. You know, there are some places where they don't allow you to take photos. They don't like it. If you see there is no photos, taking photos, and they're not taking videos, maybe you can take photos of the two of you, but don't. You have to make sure that no one is in your background. Like, there are no faces that are going to be included into that photo that you're taking. It's okay. But the moment you start taking photos of, like, hey, I'm taking photos of places, some places are so strict. So there's this lady who came. She was beautiful, but beautiful ended up going home ugly. that night, that's when a lot of things played in my mind. I told myself, Nora, omuntu avati waka. You came home, you told yourself, I'm going out to enjoy life. Life, you went out to enjoy, enjoyment became tears. Be careful, guys. If you feel like you've taken and then your brain has started doing some manyanga that you don't like, just order for Uber and go home. If your friends are still continuing with their enjoyment, go home silently without telling anyone that you're tired. This lady came and she was told not to take photos, and then the lady was like, hey, do you know who I am? I don't know why people always like using that word. Do you know who I am? People, we are tired of who you are. This lady was like, you know who I am? This building belongs to my father. And people were like, yeah. Some people who were there, like, they knew him. They were like, yeah, they knew her. They were like, yeah, it used to be your father's building until your father sold it. So excuse us. So the guy was like, yeah, so you guys, you know who I am. We are big. We are big. She was drunk. And then she said, have another drink. The owner of the bar said no. So in that place where we were, there were some, government officials and some ambassadors for 2 foreign countries. And this lady started misbehaving. The bodyguards from these gentlemen, they took the phone, they smashed it. The lady went and picked her phone and came with it, and she was like, I'm going to record and make sure that I post this video on social media so that you people, you can be seen where you guys hang out. It was like she has brought problem upon herself. Guys, this lady was beaten up. This lady was, I looked at the lady, madam. I remember we got out where we were sitting, and then we had to carry her. We were like, please go home, because I reached a time I felt it in my heart. I was like, please go home. She pushed me and my friend was like, Mune, watch. My friend was like, you know what, Nora? Let's just leave her. What happened? They threw her phone. There was a car coming and the car smashed that phone into pieces. In my mind, I told myself, Nora, Eraddaramuni watch. Vikram, be patient. Yeah, peace. I will, don't worry. But what am I even going to tell you if I decide to call? That's the problem. What is she going to say? So that night, so whenever you go out, make sure that you don't cause any problem with anyone. Don't provoke people. You see people who usually go to the clubs, those people who go to the club, some people have their problems. You'll find people with their problem there, and you, because you're used drinking and become drunk, and then you start disturbing others. They'll teach you a lesson. So I'm just begging you, whenever you feel like your brain has started feeling dizzy, just book an Uber and go home and sleep. My in-laws, how are you? How are you, lady? How are you, lady? My in-laws. I hope my in-laws are doing well. Yesterday I called someone here, my love, and suddenly this person was like, no, I'm a woman. When I call you sweet names, I just want you to feel welcomed, okay? Nothing else. Fatima, Krishna, but no. Hello, where do you work? Fatima, I'm in here in Saudi Arabia, my dear Fatima. I'm in Saudi Arabia. Is there any problem? Wow, me Kuwait. Wow, thank you. Finally, today I met someone from Kuwait. Nice to meet you, my dear Fatima. Please kindly follow my friend Vikram. Yeah, he's a very good friend of mine. You're pretty. Thank you. Thank you so much, Fatima. Thank you for the compliment. Nashukuru sana. So I'm always working, guys, whenever I do my life. So don't mind me moving around like, I'm moving around like a robot. I'm here and there, but I'm just working. This is where I get my money. If I don't do it, there is no money. I have to work. I need money. Many nowadays, they have become stingy. So I have to work. Men, they no longer give money. So I have to think of a plan B. So this is my plan B, guys. Nora has to make it. It's alright. It's alright. Hey, you remember you're my that was cool. I never told you that. I was cool. I remember that should I was okay. In my future, when I'm being rebirthed into, I don't know, I want to be born into my family, and I want to be the richest one in our family. Yeah, in my next life, I want to come from the same family because they are my family. They are really good. The reason why I want to come from my family, they don't relate nonsense. They don't maintain lies. That's what I love about my family. And if someone does not like you in my family, they'll put you aside and then they'll tell you, I don't like you. So I'm really sorry. But this is how things they are. It's really hard to pretend, but I'd rather be honest with you. To be honest, guys, it's actually the best way to set yourself free from unwanted people that you shouldn't be around with. What do you guys think? Me, I want to be reborn into my same family because me, I think I'm my grandmother's. Because you see, when I was born, when I was just a baby, here's what people said when they saw me. Everyone was like, she's back. And then when I was like 5 years old, the same thing, she's back. When they took me to see my other grandmothers, they all said the dead can still live into others. She's back. So I think I will also come into another person. Me, Nora, I also have to experience my own version. So that people stop telling me that she looks like her grandma. The behaviors, Okay, I have never met my grandmother from my father's side. I have never met her because what I heard, they were saying that like she died 1 year before I was born. So that's what most people are like, yeah, she's like her grandmother. They say that she used to be so picky, and my grandmother was not so talkative. She was a woman who likes spending most of the time alone, and those behaviors actually. I don't think I want it again. I don't want to. Sometimes when I go to visit my other grandmothers, like I usually ask them, how was my grandmother like? They were like, the same way you behave, that's how she used to be. In our language, they say that, adheni no bedo dhako ma ido dimere. Dhano makiluwi gi ji, dhano makwero kwero gi kipinyi, dhako matie, high start. I was like, banange. If you ask them, you even regret why you asked them. Why you asked them that question, to be honest. Me, sometimes that's why when I go to the village to visit my grandmothers, my other grandmothers, I don't usually like asking them questions about my late grandmother because my dad does not want to talk so much about his mom because he was only one child from his mom and he does not want to talk. He does. If you ask him, he's just like, I don't know. I don't know. If you guys want to know, you can go to his family members and ask. He does not talk about it, and he's always so distant from everyone. If you want to see my dad distance from everyone, ask him about his mom. It's like it brings him sad memories. I don't know what really happened. But I pray, however much people say that I look exactly like my grandmother, all I pray for myself that I be a better version. That's all I can say. I be a better what? A better version. And yes, my mother is also a good tutor because yeah, she really raised me so well. Nah. Hmm? Another thing you should never do in a family, make sure that as a man you're coming for a visit. There's no need of you carrying a lot of things because the questions they are going to ask you, those are the questions that will make you lose the credits as a gentleman in our family. And if they don't like you for their daughters, they'll just tell you, you're not good for our daughter. We are really sorry. We are really sorry, but what kind of a man are you? I'm joking. Here's what I know about my family is that they always tell us that be with that person that gives you peace, the person that makes you happy. If you find yourself you're not happy in that relationship, feel free to walk out of it. Yes, that's the only thing my family members can tell you. If you find yourself not happy, walk away. They'll just give you an option. Go work. Yeah, if you're working, you'll be able to forget about him. That's the only thing my family members they can tell you. So it's either you to go back or to choose what they told you. Some people usually say, that, I'm staying for my kids, but to be honest, guys, you see, envidi zisiibwa nzirira ate nzinabe. To be honest, guys, you see, moving out of a relationship where you find yourself, you're miserable into that relationship, it actually helps you a lot. Sometimes, it just needs someone to take a step of faith. I know you may not know how things are going to work out for you, but every time you take a step of faith and then you tell yourself, I don't know what's ahead of me, but God, give me strength and guide me through this path. Let me tell you, as a single mom, things work out. You may not see how things are going, but there's a way how God opens doors of opportunities. You get a job for your kids to find something to be able to take care of them. I know most of women usually say this, that how am I going to survive with all these kids? How am I going to do it? How am I going? You start questioning yourselves a lot of questions. But let me tell you, every time you take a step of faith and being patient, if you're not patient enough, you go back to that person who have been treating you like a trash. And my dear sister, all my brothers who are watching me, see, I don't know how God created some men. But some men are people who, it's okay. Some men are the people like the ocean sound. Oh, I love the ocean sound, to be honest. That's even my alarm, because the waves. Q&A. I love the sound of the ocean. Because you see, I don't know how really God created men, but men are the humans that God created. someone can forget about you and your kids. Men are not like women. You see, women, they'll come and pimp. They will not come close to those kids, but they will always come and hide somewhere and see how their kids are doing. And they'll start asking questions. Women will follow that man where that man has moved with the children. They will sneak. They are like snakes. That's how women we are, because they have that heart of motherly. They will not go close to those kids, but they at least stay somewhere and see. If she sees things are hard for her kids, she comes and collects them. But let me tell you, when a man decides to leave you and your kids, you will never even see a single dime. Your kids will not get even a single penny from that person. You will be the one who will take care of those kids until you grow, your hair grows gray. I'm telling you guys the truth. Me, I'm from Uganda. I've seen those things happening. Men forget about their children totally, and mothers become responsible of everything in their children's life. Once these children has become successful, that's when you find men are saying, your mother never wanted me to be there in your life. Your mother was this. Their mothers never did anything bad. Why didn't you play your part? You at least you, even if someone pushed you away, but at least you would have said, let me pay school fees for them. You know, children will know that it's my dad paying. At least mom is doing something else, but dad is also doing one. But you never did anything. And then later when you come and then you start convincing someone that, you know, your mother never allowed me. Guys, stop using that excuse. And another thing, when you have issues with each other, please don't involve your children into it. They are not into your argument. If your plan is to break up with your wife, or break up, but you don't involve children. These kids, they are innocent. None of them never asked you that both of you should come a pair and then make them. No. Just both of you have to agree on something. Let's take care of these kids. However much we shall be both into our own life, minding our own business, but let's not involve the kids into our fight. I had a friend, he's now in Doha. It has been 3 years ever since he left. But this guy had to go to Doha to work there after the death of his father. But this guy, he grew up his father despising the mother. Their father told him, if any child ever go to that woman, even if I die, my ghost will haunt you. The guy broke the rule and went to his mother and asked for forgiveness. The guy told his mother that, I'm here to ask for forgiveness, because their father never allowed them. But they were in need of a mother after their father had left. The guy asked for forgiveness. And then the mother was like, me, I never had any issues with you guys, but you know, I have to follow the rules that your dad had put, the boundary. So they forgave each other, and the guy moved on with his life. For him, he never took it. It was like, I don't know what happened. This was what he told me. He was like, Nora, me, I don't know what happened between my parents, but I don't want them to involve me into their issues. Even if now my dad is dead, but me, I want my mom. My dad was also raised by his mom. Why doesn't he want me to be with my mom? Does he want us to suffer even if he's no longer here? So the guy has to make peace with his mom, you know. And the mom was still there waiting for them. It was like, me, I've always waited for you guys. So let's not involve issues. If you have issues with your wife, it's you and your wife. Don't involve kids. As I was telling you, my beautiful people, parents, when you have issues, don't involve your children into your issues. If you're fighting with your husband, fight your own battles. Don't involve children into your what? Into your battles. Spare your children's. Mbagambye atayagala alekeyo. Muwulidde atayagala akole ki? Neno lotinkula entalo. Otinkula entalo.